What is the best way to form Italy in EU4? Maybe as Milan, so you can get the Ambrosian Republic? How about Firenze, Florence, with their insane dev costs and interest per annum? Or maybe even Savoy, a natural nation to form Sardinia Piedmont and form Italy the historic way? Or Naples, a nation in the south that can form the two Sicilies and then form Italy? What if I told you all of those options were the wrong answer? The best way to form Italy is... Start as Genoa, conquer most of the trade centers in the Mediterranean, culture shift to Tuscan, defeat the Ottomans and Mamluks, conquer Jerusalem, form Tuscany, charter trade companies from Arabia to India to Sumatra to the Philippines to Japan, then form the nation of Jerusalem and conquer Japan, change our primary culture to Japanese, become an independent daimyo, conquer Kyoto, and then become the shogun of Japan. Make a bunch of daimyos all over the world, then abandon our European lands, form Japan, conquer most of China, and colonize the west coast of America. Then release yourself as a 100 development Cascadia Colony, form Alaska, fight every single colonial power, and conquer most of North America and the Caribbean, attack the Papal States and conquer Rome, develop 1,000 times to get stronger, defeat Spain, Austria, France to conquer Italy, culture shift to Sardinian, form Sardinia Piedmont since that's the historical way, and it's close to the color of Alaska, then finally form Italy. Sounds easy, right? If you don't know what's going on, me and my fellow YouTubers Levick TV started a campaign where he plays as Genoa, and every 50 years we switch who's the main controller of the nation. You can watch this 6-part series, 3 episodes on Levick's channel and 3 episodes on this channel, by using the link in the pinned comment and in the description. Just so it's clear, this is the last part of the chaotic succession since the new patch is coming out this week of the time of this video will be released. So let's pick up where Levick left off last. Here we are looking at the save that Levick has left us. Are we number 1 GP? Levick has fallen off. He didn't take our nation to a number 1 GP. I noticed one thing right away. There's a coalition against us. What? Okay. Okay, I see the problem. Oh, these guys are never going to leave the coalition until we get a big army. How's AE with... Oh. Oh. Oh, what has he done? Well then, I think we're going to start by just cooling down, building up for a bit, because I think we're lacking buildings. Yeah, we're lacking buildings. So what we'll do is we'll start by just like building up our nation. Oof, no manpower buildings. Oof, our manpower is so bad. Okay. Okay. I deserve it. Okay. But hey, man, don't get angry for me for trying to make this interesting. I don't think anyone would have found it interesting if I just kept blobbing and we just had 5 or 6 sessions back and forth of just blobbing the world. Would anyone enjoy that? Maybe. There'll be probably like a handful of people, but most people don't really, from my experience, most people don't enjoy just watching blobbing after like a bit. Most people are into like the first 50 years of the game the most, because, you know, you can replicate it and stuff and it's most interesting. That's when like the hardest part of the game is for most people. Most of the time. Oh, my rebels are fighting each other. So I just tried to keep it interesting. Always try to keep it interesting. That's the goal. So people watch it. And it's entertaining. Why are we getting so many rebels? I see why we're getting so many rebels. Ah, he just clicked it. This is not going to stop. And they don't stop coming. And they don't stop coming. And they don't stop coming. They don't stop coming. And they don't... I deserved it. Instead of it being 10 pop-ups, it's just 1. We switch to theocracy. We get more absolutism this way. I think it's the best, especially once you get tier 9, pursuit of knowledge, may see the monarch skill of electable heirs. And then you combine that with education of the theocrat, which gives you a bonus to one of the powers. You now have some really good choices. I mean, you should have really good choices. In this case, I don't have any good choices. I'll take the 622. Ashitito. Canin. Core country. That should... I'm gonna go with I am the state. And now we can not care about keeping our unrest high and just finish these cores. Good. We can now reach 100 absolutism. Feels like it's almost over. The rebels. I think we're almost done with them. Of course, we still got to deal with all the ones that exist, but yeah, there's like there's one more wave coming. Actually, speaking of waves, let me just trigger this one manually so I can bring these guys home. Bring back my boats. No problem. Step 1 of the plan completed. I did take one loan, which probably feels bad for Zlevik because, you know, he took so long fixing the debt that I just, you know, take one of the first things I do when I take the nation is take more debt. A lot of different tags here. What is this? Akoma, Zia, Zuni. We're gonna just do quality, more military quality. Let's go. I think we're lacking in like quality, and then it also will make our boats even better, which our boats are already really good, but now they'll be even better. They'll be even better, chat. They have a lot of building to do. Jeez. There's nothing in this entire country. It's rebels. That should be the end of core and country. Now that our nation was stabilized, it was time to start some wars of conquest, specifically in Europe, and starting with Sardinia. Oh, they still have the names that Zlevik gave. I forgot about these names. Well, it's time to get him back. Oh, good relations. We have to send him an insult. Around the same time, Japan threatened for a province in Hokkaido, which I gave him right away since I did not want to fight Japan and his 1 million troops. Even easier. War. No, the Eichuri Emperor didn't want to join anymore. Probably because he's losing a war to France. Oh, very easy war against Sardinia here. How much AE will this give us if we just fully annex Sardinia in one go? It's fine. Not gonna piss off anyone that's not already pissed off at us and already not in the coalition. Only way this coalition gets broken though, because it's such high aggressive expansion, is we just get stronger. Which is why we need to, I think we need to build up more. We could also try to like get them out through wars through their allies, but yeah, I think just like the severe lack of buildings makes us really weak. Like with this amount of land that we have and with, you know, the dev cost and more dev costs we can get from here, we should be able to spend like the next 20, 30 years getting pretty strong. I'm trying to see if I can maybe get Russia as an ally, but then I see that he's hostile to us, and it's because he wants our provinces. Lapnik, Mexico, Zacatecas. He wants Mexico. He doesn't even have claims there. What is this Russia smoking? What? All right. I'm actually getting smacked right now. Like, every AI has like 20 discipline plus. We have none of the church power stuff because we're busy using them for like converting and things like that. What's he doing? I mean, I think that's a good battle though. That's the hills. Yeah, fighting nations like France is gonna go hard. Back to ours. Birdajik. Oh, I'm not gonna try saying them again. Or should I? Birdajik. Yeah, never mind. But hey, we got quality ideas done, which means we have discipline. We can get 10 discipline. Well, 5 from the ideas, another 5. So our quality is not so bad anymore when it comes to discipline. We had entered the final age, the age of revolutions, and I wanted to pop our golden era. The easiest way to do that was to get a parliamentary system and also dev our capital of 40. With that, we got all the requirements and started our golden era. With that and the dev cost from our religion, we could start developing for an insane amount. We're deving now for 4, let's go. We also continued our expansion into Italy by declaring war on Corsica and co-belligerting the Papal States. The expansion into Italy continues now. We've almost 400 ducat income. Manpower is doubled since we've started on the nation. So the buildup is going well, but the problem is now we need to start expanding into Italy. It's gonna be a lot of aggressive expansion, and with these Europeans late game, they're all gonna have like 100k each, so we actually have to care about aggressive expansion when we're on a nation like this in this stage of the game. Usually when people are at this stage of the game, they're just unstoppable. But that's not us. We're actually pretty close to a lot of the AI. And not only that, our land quality is not that great. Where are these guys going? All right. This time for real, chat. Habibi's YouTube chat. Don't let me down. You guys are going to be Omega. I feel it in my bones. Wait, you're not bad. Process of becoming Sardinian has begun. I'm gonna turn all of Italy to Sardinian for this chat. Through the power of developing and building buildings, we had already doubled our manpower and income since the start of taking over. Slow and steady, chat. Slow and steady. And it's also Sardinian. Our cause is great. What percent Sardinian are we? 6%. We're so close to being fully Sardinian. For buildings, first we focused on universities, counting houses, and manufactories. Vine ideas here. Not only culture conversion, we get dev cost, yearly devotion, and a bunch of mill modifiers like fire damage received, morale damage received. That's really about it. Missionaries, ravers, heretics also useful. Manpower and true faith also useful when we're converting literally the entire world to our Protestant faith. But yeah, we're basically climbing up right now, barely through conquest. Like, we haven't done much conquest, just by developing and building up. Buildings look a lot better. This is what manufacturers went from having 2 manufacturers to having this. We went from having 0 barracks to having this. You know, it's like just building. We got maybe another like a couple years more. I think I'm gonna do another small war, but I think I'm kind of boxed in now. I think we're just gonna have to go for Pope next and just fully annex Pope. More buildings and fight the Pope too. We've actually increased the income by, I don't know, I lost the count now. Manpower has also increased a lot, but we've been focusing purely on income and like trying to boost income as much as possible. But it's 1735. At some point, we need to just start building manpower buildings, start building force limit buildings, and just go for Italy. All of the wars that are left in Italy are going to be hard. Milan is in the HRE, so this is probably the easiest war that we could do. Padua, we're going to vassalize. Oh, we can also vassalize Bologna. Okay, that's good. So we can get Bologna and Padua through diplomacy. And then, yeah, we're going to have to fight Spain, who's allied to France. And we're also going to have to fight France. So I probably will declare on France because I can get more people to help me with France. I mean, Austria said he'd be down, but Austria is losing a war to Giga Livonia Order. The French succession war against Japan. Oh no, hell no, I'm not joining that. Actually, that makes my life easier. I can attack Spain now. Okay, coalition's breaking. This is so funky though. Like, the Japan is fighting. Wait, it's Austria got a PU on France. Oh my god, Austria's allied to Spain and Russia. What the heck, dude? And Japan is the one that's contesting it? Is Japan alone? Nah, he's got Blackfoot on his side. For those of you who like it, here's a nice little developing montage, a relaxing developing montage of us developing our lands for incredibly cheap. As Alaska throughout this campaign, just as Alaska, not including the time that we were Japan, Genoa, or whatever before, we developed over 2,000 times, and we spent almost 100k on buildings. We even started using the parliament to get an additional minus 10% dev cost. Due to development efficiency on our cheapest provinces, developing costed us 3 to develop. French war for independence. Let's go. Okay. I think Austria's not going to join. It's time. We're gonna have to push all the way to Madrid though. Bro, why am I caring that I have debt or not? I just realized this. Am I Pepega? The game ends very soon. Like, I should do this. What am I doing? I should just do this. And then do this. Finnish army is like that we're fighting is colonies. Do they have high liberty desire? They don't. Okay. They have dreams of liberty, but they're still low liberty desire. How much interest are we paying? 87. That's not even that much. As you can see here, we started climbing up the development rank very fast just by developing. Our fleet is just too powerful. There's no one that can contest it. It's actually pretty good. And we are for the capital now. I feel confident we can take on this France. We will. Oh, what is this? I had like a day where I could have allied France. No, actually, no. Milan supported the independence of France, so no, I couldn't. We're at almost 500,000 max manpower now. No, right here in the corner, but it's fine. We now can do this, and we can form. No, what am I saying? Form. I'm losing focus. All right, let's recover manpower, and now we're gonna take on France and Milan. Oh no, rebels spawned in. I'm still up deving tax. It's worth it, chat. 1 in max manpower. Income, if we focused more on income, like just more manufactories instead of Solar's household, we'd be #1 income too, but I'm just trying to get as big army as possible and as much manpower as possible to take on the last nations that we need for our challenge. Keep in mind, we went from about 69,000 manpower to about 550,000 manpower in, you know, less than 50 years. As industrialization gives 25% manpower, so that's coming in as well soon. Manpower is going to be even higher. Manufactories, I think we kind of overbuilt manufactories. Would have been better if we built more soldiers' households, especially on the food provinces. But I was just trying to maximize money ASAP without micromanaging it too much. I would definitely be microing it more if this was like an MP game and we're playing Speed 3, but I've been playing Speed 4, Speed 5 this entire time. But as you can see, our buildings look a lot better, and our deving areas like this area, the Great Plains. Milan and France broke alliance, which meant that we could attack Milan freely now. He was still in the HRE and was allied to Poland, so there was still a lot of armies that we had to fight. We actually lost a fair bit of battles, but we drained Poland and the other nations of their manpower very quickly while still having a lot of our own manpower, and eventually we're able to turn the tide of battles. Steel, prettiest piece steel, but good. We still needed Milan for the Italy formable, so we declared war on Spain next, who was allied to Austria. Japan! Hey, bosom. What is going on? What is that? There's his real fleet. And it's dead. What is that, Chad? He called in Blackfoot against me, dude. Not Blackfoot. Japan had declared war on us, and I initially was actually pretty terrified that this was going to ruin the run, but then I demolished his navy and realized that he had no troops in his entire Japanese islands. So all I had to do was rush down his main islands in Tokyo, and I could probably get a favorable peace deal. Come on, 42%. 42%. Are you joking? All of Japan's transports were in his main fleet. which we kept sinking over and over again, all the while fighting Spain and Austria. In our homeland, we had to build another army just to fight the Japanese, but luckily we had the manpower and the resources to do so. The only thing stopping us from reaching Kyoto was the fort in Mino. Back at home, we finally caught the Japanese army, and we barely defeated them. Again, Japan. Oh wait, this time it's not looking good. Uh-oh. Alright, never mind. Never mind. He has 34 transports left, and they're all right there. We were running out of manpower, and we still had to fight a war against France if we wanted to do the meme with Sardinia Piedmont. And there was one way I could think of, which was to give every single stated province a parliament seat and trying to roll for the draft. Japan does not get his fleet together. So very important. Where's the draft? Trying to build more cannons in these two provinces. Once we reached Madrid, we rushed it down and were able to peace out Spain. And since Kyoto was a level 1 fort, we were also able to rush that down with the small army we had in Japan. After some carpet sieging, we were able to get a peace seal against Japan, getting some of our original provinces back that we once conquered long ago. Finally was the war against France, who had 800,000 troops. I made a bunch of allies to kind of make a distraction for the French army so I could rush down the war goal, which in this case was Paris. I don't have the mill to rush. It's okay, it's 57%. Surely I get it on the first go. Surely I get it on the first go, right, chat? I'll actually go insane if I don't get this. Dude. Oh my god, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Why is my RNG so messed up today? The freaking Japan AI got it at 7%. Why can't I get it at 57%? Oh my lord. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got it. Now we just need to get his war enthusiasm low. What is going on in Tver? Okay, we need to rush Verdun. No, Lorraine. We rush Lorraine and we're good. Get more manpower by exploiting. This is the end anyways. I need to win some battles, get his war enthusiasm low, because his capital siege and he's losing battles. Time to wipe some Frenchies. Oh, his Frenchmen are on the menu! How'd they even get here, dude? Just one big, gigantic stack, because this is optimal. He sieged back Paris in one tick. He sieged it back in one tick, chat. I'm actually baffled. How did he siege it in one tick? Oh, that was lucky. Oh, the tide is changing. Everything is different now. More men. Event for men. There we go. That's good. Okay, you win some, you lose some. Stack wipe that army. Where's my fleet? Fleet, stack wipe. What is going on? What is this? What is this, chat? I don't even know what's going on. Oh, we can slacken again. A rampart. This is gonna cost me so money, man. But I have to do it. Oh no, this was such a bad idea. This was such a bad idea. This was such a bad idea. Am I gonna get it even? I got it. But at what cost? Oh, I can actually do it. I can actually do it. I can actually do it. Okay, wait. France's war enthusiasm had dropped to low, so we just had to capture Paris and get the two forts next to Turin in order to get the peace deal that we wanted. Luckily, the other fort was a level 2 and the other one was rushed down. This fort right here was just sieged back by France, so it had a very low garrison, meaning I could rush it. However, it wasn't long before we were surrounded by the French army, and we had no clear path to get to Paris. But I had a solution. We attacked France's ally Bohemia to start a battle, and then we were going to force retreat into Paris, which was very dangerous, but if we were lucky, we could rush down Paris before the French army could get to us and get a peace deal. But when we got to Paris, we lacked the middle points to barrage, and now I was just praying that the French army doesn't rush me down in Paris. I need to distract them with another attack. 57%. Please. They're distracted. They're distracted. They're distracted. They're distracted. Retreat. Come on. 57%. Get Paris. Yes. Yes. I did it! I did it! Ally the world so no one decks on me. Ally the world so no one decks on me. Ally the world so no one decks on me. Sure they're not in a war though. I didn't give up. I was this close to giving up. One second, let me turn on my camera so you can see how close I mean. Sorry, it's night here now, chat. I usually don't have my camera on at night. I was this close giving up. I didn't, chat. That be motivation to all of you who are watching. Now we wait. Now we need to do something that's really annoying. It's gonna take a long time. This whole thing is annoying. Why did I come up with these ideas, dude? Okay, I need to go into this map mode and destate everything. Everything needs to be destated. Everything. Sardinian is my primary culture. Form Sardinia Piedmont. Torino has to be in a state. Form Sardinia Piedmont. No thanks. I'll keep my Alaska ideas. Ah, yes. Sardinia Piedmont. Like a bunch of missions, because why not? That's the only mission I can do. And next, form Italian nation. It's historical. Sardinia. This is historical Italy. Idiot. I called it. Historical idiot. Very historical. That's it, chat. That's it. That's it. Let's watch the journey. Let's watch the epic journey of how we formed Italy in this game. So we started as Genoa, of course. We started as Genoa. And then as Genoa, you know, we conquered some of the Mediterranean, very normal stuff. And then after all of the doing the stuff here, you know, we started going east. Traveling east. Going east. We kept going east. And we started buying land. You can still see it. We buy land from Virginia. We started buying companies. We formed Tuscany. Then we formed Jerusalem. Then we conquered Japan. Then we switched to Japanese culture. Out of the way. Switched to Japanese culture. Became the shogun of Japan. And then formed Japan. We formed Japan. We formed Japan. Then we abandoned all our European lands. After going to Japan, we started colonizing here, and then we formed Alaska. We became Alaska. We left our Japanese land. This is AI now. Oh my god, I can't believe we did it, dude. Oh my god, that took way longer than I thought. And then as Alaska, we conquered the New World. We consolidated the New World. We had some fun in the New World, and then we conquered back into Italy. We conquered Caribbean first, then we went into Italy again. Conquered a bit of Italy. Conquered Sardinia. Developed a bunch of times. conquered Italy. And then finally, in our last war, formed Italy. Sardinia, Piedmont, and then Italy. That's the best way to form Italy, in my opinion, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. I think that's the best way to form Italy. GG. We ended this campaign number 2 GP. Very close to number 1. We do have the 10% dev cost mission. We could have just kept playing until we developed to number 1 GP, but I didn't do that. So like we played like another, I don't know, 10 years, 5 years maybe even. We would definitely become number 1 GP just by developing. Weirdly enough, this is weird. I'm not sure why this is happening. Our capital does get moved to Rome when you form Italy. But weirdly enough, we don't form colonial nations. I'm not sure why that's happening. Our nation stats are all messed up because I destated almost everything. But yeah, this is the end. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you, my patrons and direct supporters. By the way, my patrons are going to get all of the save files along the way between me and Zlevik getting the save. If that's something that interests you, join my patron club. Thank you, my patrons and direct supporters. Hardbams, Fields, Djax, Mason, Druska, Shogos, Nexos, Endless Nights, Rovia, Fabulous Snail, Love for Tonics, Beyond, Colcarp, Johan Ascalon, Shane Altier, Trevor Kosman, Doomer, Diane Mason, Limaz, and ETW. Thank you so much for directly supporting this channel, and I love you. Not just the patrons, though. I love everyone that watches my videos. Really, guys, thank you so much. Bye-bye.